Hey, what's up, y'all? Somebody let me know y'all can um, hear me. The hell is going on with this damn thing? Do I have to restart this? Well, that's exactly what I'm about to do. What the fuck, man? These damn computers take their time, want to freeze up. Boy, I tell you the truth. Jesus Christ. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Gotta wait till they restart. Okay. And gotta make sure this one over here are gonna run correctly because y'all know I had problems when I tried to do the live last time. We ran into some major problems, so um, did a couple of tests before I went live, and looked like it tried to hold a stable stream, but I don't know. I just had to see what's gonna do as it keeps going. And apparently I have to look at my phone for the chat room because this other computer is going crazy. I don't know why is it doing that. So let me go find my channel. Let me find my channel. Now there it is right there. So Kara says she can hear me. Donna says she can hear me. Okay, cool. So y'all two can hear me. Um, I guess that's a good thing. So y'all two can hear me. So I'm hoping everybody else can hear me too as well. All right. Okay. I'm gonna say this to everyone before we get into it. I want to give y'all a warning. This story is brutal. It may be triggering to some, especially if you dealt with the likes of this before or being abused by somebody, let alone your own parents, so this gonna be brutal and maybe a trigger warning. So if you cannot stay to listen, trust me, I understand, because actually I'm kind of nervous about doing it myself because it's so brutal. And I told y'all it's one thing when we hear the moms do it, but it's another thing when you hear the fathers do it. And to this magnitude of what y'all gonna hear, how he did everything, it just wild, man. So you've been warned. That's your fair warning. Take heed to what I say, and we're gonna get right into it. It look like this other computer trying to pop up now, so I can see the chat better if I look over here if it's gonna work. So let me see if it's gonna work. Okay. So I guess while this loading up, I can go and try and get into a little bit of this. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this story is coming out of Detroit. Okay, it's coming out of Detroit. You have a 9-month-old by the name of Kinsley Evans. As you can see, it's a beautiful baby, just like all other children that we talk about. And story has it, her father, name is Charles Evans, has abused and murdered his own child. What are you going to hear is the family is going to say that they try to get CPS involved. They try to get the law involved, trying to get this child away from him. or whatnot. And everything went unsuccessful. All right. And also, we're going to hear that the CPS worker that was on that case got fired. Okay. So I don't know if we're going to look at that as a good thing or you're going to look at that as a bad thing or whatnot. But then again, it might be a good thing because from my understanding, this CPS worker didn't do what they were supposed to do. And that's why they were fired. Okay. Before getting into it, let me give you a little breakdown of what's going on. And if you haven't, please hit that thumbs up. And I want to do a mic check one more time. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know y'all can still hear me. And you can tell by the way I'm at, I'm kind of hesitant to do it because it's just that brutal, man. Y'all thought the last one was brutal about that girl throwing her baby down the pipe. And this one, to me, kind of got that one beat. You know, that it's foul what you finna hear. So, again, if you can't stay, you can't listen, and trust me, I understand. Trust me, I understand. This computer running slow, but it'll pop up in a minute. Okay, y'all say y'all still here. All right, cool. All right. Detroit father by the name of Charles Evans. He is charged with murder and abuse of his 9-month-old daughter. And it says as follows. The Detroit father was charged with felony murder and first-degree child abuse in connection to the death of 9-month-old daughter. Charles Evans. Now, you look at this picture, you probably think that he older what I'm about to say. But he was nothing but 24 years old. I told y'all the age is getting younger, and that's what y'all heard. A couple of people who I interviewed, they say it's just babies having babies, or babies having babies, they're not ready to have babies, you know. He is 24 years old, allegedly fatally assaulted his baby, Kinsley Evans, on June the 26th of last year, according to a news release from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. The incident took place in a 1220 block of Schaefer Highway, if I'm saying that right, Schaefer Highway in Detroit. And it goes on to say that medics had arrived on the scene and transported Kinsley to a local hospital where she was pronounced deceased according to the release. And it also goes to say that after Kinsley's death last year, a supervisor within the State Health Department Child Protective Services agency was placed on administrative leave until the investigation to how the case was handled was completed. It also said that Kinsley had been in the care of her father since Memorial Day, according to family members. His visit was only supposed to be a couple of hours, but when the family went to retrieve her, he will let them get the baby. They tried to regain custody for four weeks, they say, before a murder, begging the state to listen to their concerns regarding her well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, just reading it itself and listening to itself sounds brutal within itself, if you ask me. But y'all know how this go. Where's this damn thing at? Without further ado, let y'all hear it. And while I work on this other damn computer, because I don't know what this damn computer over here doing. So, anyway, have a listen.
Well, a family still grieving the tragic death of an infant is hoping to get justice for baby Kinsley. Tonight, her father is now facing charges 9 long months after she died with signs of abuse. Tonight, 7 Action News reporter Ruta Ulsanaida talked to the child's grandmother about the arrest.
The father of 9-month-old Kinsley Evans has now been charged with her murder by the prosecutor's office. And the CPS supervisor that was overlooking her case has also now been fired.
People just don't know the mental part of it. Like, I can't even walk through a baby section in a store without breaking down in public.
And again, I want to point out something real quick. This ain't no diss to them, whatnot. You know, I'm actually, my heart goes out to them. But I want y'all to see everybody who's around this baby, how young looking they looking, okay? This lady is supposed to be the grandmother, you know. I don't know how old she is. But everybody is young. Everybody young. Young grandmother, you're going to see a young aunt. You're going to see the baby mama. She looks mighty young. You know, everybody looks young, you know. So I don't know if she having children or the auntie that she got any children. But everybody is young. They're young. Or should I say young looking? Who knows?
I don't even want to hold nobody else, baby, or be around little kids anymore. Like, it's sad.
It has been a long 9 months for Asia Nelson, the grandmother of little Kinsley Evans and Kinsley's aunt, Angelica Garrett. Last June, Kinsley's mother, who was too traumatized to speak to us on camera, wanted to give Kinsley's father an opportunity to see her despite him not having custody. It's a decision the entire family now regrets.
My daughter had let her go with her father for a couple of hours. We came back to pick her up. He wouldn't give her to us.
Asia and her daughter begged and pleaded for 24-year-old Charles Evans to give her back, even involving police and Child Protective Services, who all allegedly said the baby was safe and there was nothing they could do. Then, 3 weeks later,
Child Protective Services said the baby was safe and was nothing that they can do. I want y'all to put a pin mark in there because I'm pretty much sure later on we're going to hear some stuff that's going to be like that's untrue. But I want y'all to hear that. Child Protective Services says the child was safe. The child appeared to be safe. There was nothing that they couldn't do. All right? There was nothing they could do. Let's continue.
My officer called us and said that we need to rush down to Sinai Grace. Kinsley has been pronounced dead.
Kinsley was found with bruises and, according to the family, ribs that had clearly been broken. The CPS supervisor involved in Kinsley's
ribs that was broken. This is about her father. Ribs that was broken. Wow.
Case was placed on administrative leave, but there were no charges.
Nobody was locked up for Kinsley's death until now.
Charles Evans has now been charged with felony murder and first-degree child abuse, and we've also now learned from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services that the CPS supervisor on leave has now been fired. But for this family, it doesn't bring back their little girl.
It's too late.
One call back would have changed everything.
A visit. It's too late.
Charles Evans will be back here at 36th District Court next week, and Asia says she will follow this trial every step of the way. In Detroit, I'm Rudolph Sinaida, 7 Action News.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what this remind me of? This remind me when I used to have them shows about people coming to tell they Child Protective Services stories. You know, I think I had like 3 of them. I think it's back in 2022. I don't think I had one last year, but I probably did had a couple of them last year. I just can't remember. Y'all remember, I was just letting people come up and tell their story dealing with Child Protective Services. And I let them know, hey, I might not have the advice for you, you know, but people who may hear y'all story, you know, maybe they could guide y'all in the right direction and getting help with y'all situation. And y'all remember one show I had, man, we had a handful of people come up on a panel and was telling their story. And I was like, golly, can the Child Protective Services be this fucked up? Well, apparently it is. And I want everybody to understand, you know, I didn't want to bring them people up there to try to make CPS look bad or whatnot. But apparently, according to the stories that the people had told me, and for y'all who was listening to the story that y'all heard, they were saying CPS is fucked up. It got a lot of defaults in it. Got a lot of errors in it, you know. And it's the people that they are hiring, I guess, that don't want to do their job, you know, or maybe it's just a particular day they just didn't feel like doing shit. And that particular day where they didn't feel like doing a proper investigation, you have stories like this that end up happening. Okay? And that what causes the Child Protective Services to have a bad name, and that will cause the Child Protective Services to have a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, because you got one individual who is not doing a job, and it make everybody look at this the system as a whole just fucked up. That's why a lot of people say they don't do what they're supposed to do, or like I always say, the people who don't deserve to have them call on them be the ones that CPS go see. Again, I can speak on that because it happened to me. You know, a dude was staying here with me. Shit he got into. People got mad at him and called CPS to my house, you know. And again, the allegation that was made was just fucked up. You know, so you will come to people's house on false allegations, but we listen to stories like these where the child actually needs help and the family is crying out for help because this dude ain't supposed to be doing what he's supposed to be doing, or they got just an eerie feeling that he may be harming this child. Either the person don't come out or they half-ass do their job. Okay? And from this story, you look at that baby face, that baby's so pretty. This person didn't do what they were supposed to do. Okay? Now, after hearing this, you can say, hey, good. They got rid of this person. But I got a feeling that's not the only person they need to get rid of. It's probably a whole lot of them they need to get rid of. And put in some people who going to really do their fucking job when it comes to stuff like that. And not just come out there and do what they want to do or do what they feel like doing and go in there and just look and be like, oh, okay, then the baby looks safe, so I'm going about my business. No. Do your thorough checks. Do your thorough checks. All right? Do your thorough checks, and maybe they will reduce the percentage of children being hurt if you just do your fucking job. Okay? Just do your fucking job. But unfortunately, a lot of them don't do their job. They only do what they want to do or what they feel like doing. And yet again, here we are with another story dealing with CPS, Child Protective Services. That another child's no longer here on the earth because Child Protective Services. And not only that, they say they went to the states. The states wouldn't do nothing about it. So, what did we miss here? What did we miss here? And again, guys, this man is 24 years old. He's 24 years old. And as I read further, it says an investigation conducted by the Detroit Police Department led to the arrest of Evans on March the 16th. He was arraigned on the 17th, which was a few days ago. Baby Kinsley lived a very short life of pain. The alleged facts are unbelievable, tragic in this case. The injuries inflicted on this 9-month-old baby are too numerous to fathom, said the prosecutor, Ken Worthy, in the release. A probable cause conference will take place on March 27th, while preliminary examination will be held on April the 3rd. Okay? On April the 3rd. Wow. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You just cannot make this stuff up. This shit is real. It's real. But hey, let's continue. Let's continue. And please, if you haven't, please slap that like for me. If you haven't, thank you. Appreciate you.
This family says that they were let down by multiple agencies as 9-month-old Kinsley was abused for weeks. Her mom and family says that they were fighting for her life.
Fracture.
She was abused for weeks. And again, guys, trigger warning. Hey, just trigger warning. If it's too hard to listen to, trust me, I understand. Because this is brutal. Just hearing the story is brutal. It's brutal.
For weeks, her mom and family says that they were fighting for her life.
Fractured skull, broken ribs. Yeah, she was abused.
And on
Fractured skull. Fractured skull. Fractured skull. You got to have a lot of hate in your heart to hit a 9-month-old to the point that their skull is fractured, to the point that their ribs is broken, you know. And God knows what else this man did to this child, the child's father, you know, the ones who I try to root for. But I can't root for them if they doing shit like this, okay? And like I always say, it hits different when I hear the fathers doing this. It hits different. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. Because what we always say, guys, if the mother won't protect them, we would look at the father to protect them. But if the mother and the father ain't protect them, then goddamn, where these babies got to go? Where do they got to go, man? Where?
Autopsy showed 9-month-old Kinsley Evans was abused over and over again over 3 weeks last summer.
Trauma to the head, and she got punctured with something in her knee.
Abused until
Puncture with something in her knee. Puncture with something in her knee.
she died, allegedly at the hands of 24-year-old Charles Evans, her biological dad, now charged with murder this week.
Who do you guys place most blame on for this?
CPS, they never even came out.
When we met this family last June, Kinsley was only supposed to be on visitation with her dad for a couple hours. It turned into weeks. During that time, they say they did everything to get her back, calling on Detroit police, who did a welfare check and said the baby was fine, and Children's Protective Services.
Had you lifted her shirt, you would have saw she had bruises, a puncture wound. Those are things that DPD missed and CPS would have caught if they actually came out.
Shortly after our initial story aired,
if they actually came out. So according to this woman right here, CPS never came out. Okay, DDP, whatever that she just said, I had no idea what that is, but I guess, man, this is brutal, man. This is brutal as fuck. It is.
Supervisor with CPS was put on leave because of their handling of this case. We reached out to CPS multiple times, but did not get a response on whether or not that supervisor was ever fired. The family petitioned the courts to get her back, even went to the Department of Corrections to have Evans looked at for probation violations. But it didn't happen. Then Kinsley was murdered.
Is there something that plays over in your head?
Yeah, I think I should have showed up with a village kicking that door in.
Little Kinsley only got 9 months, and in her final days, filled with unthinkable abuse.
Take matters in your own hands, because if you're waiting on the justice system, they cannot do anything in these matters.
Detroit police responded to us, expressing their condolences to the family, and said the following: preliminarily, the facts and circumstances being reported are inconsistent with the department's records on this incident. However, the department will launch an investigation into this matter to determine what took place. Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
Didn't I just do a story a couple of days ago about another guy who was out and he violated his probation, and they kept saying it? They say he did it numerous times. And there was no reason that he's supposed to ever been out. You know, they didn't know why he was out. And this man constantly kept violating what he was not supposed to be doing. He kept violating. All right? But somehow he was released. This man loses his mind, goes over to his woman's house he dated, busts through the door. The 11-year-old tried to protect his mom, which I got to finish that story. The 11-year-old tried to protect his mom and end up losing his life trying to protect his mom. Now, I told you in that video how I really feel about that. I don't think he should have been in that position in the first place. But however, I understand he's 11 years old. Our minds is programmed at that young age. We're going to be more potent to mama. So if somebody do something to our mama, you know, we're going to try to protect them, because that's how we were programmed. Protect mama. So I guess he did what he felt in his heart he needed to do, and that was to protect his mom. I understand it. But you're only 11 years old, young man, and wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. And I'm sad for him that he put himself in that position trying to protect his mom. So you connected to with this story and this story, same shit. This dude he violating and shit. And they are out walking the streets. Hell, the guy who killed the 11-year-old, they say he had an ankle monitor on. You think they stopped him? They didn't stop him. He's so possessive, so jealous, and enraged. He still went over there to the woman's house and did what he did. This is why they say with restraining orders, with a lot of people, it's nothing but a piece of paper. It don't mean shit to them. Only thing it does, heighten them up more to do the damage. Okay? So when you hear stories like this one and that one, something may need to be put in place where the restraining orders are more hardcore. Okay? Or maybe we need to just skip the restraining orders and put these motherfuckers straight in jail. And when I say that, you know, men and women, because again, women just as crazy as these men nowadays. Fuck a restraining order, put them straight in jail. Let them stay there for a minute. And as soon as you get a call, send the day right back over there where they ain't supposed to be there. Somebody need to be on there on the double. Take him or her ass right back to jail again. All right? Now, if they want to be stupid and constantly keep getting put in jail for violating a restraining order or parole, whatever, then maybe we need to consider about keeping them there forever then and see how them apples work for them. All right? But unfortunately, we probably ain't going to see that no time soon, at least not while I'm still breathing. Maybe in the future, they might be a little more strict, hardcore with that. But as of now, to a lot of people, a restraining order ain't shit to them. A restraining order ain't shit to them. And they don't give a damn about losing their freedom. Apparently not. Because they keep going back to jail. So apparently they don't give a damn about losing their freedom. Everybody don't think the same. I ain't never been to jail. I ain't trying to go. I love my freedom. I love it. Every day ain't peaches and cream. But at least I got the freedom to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, what time I want to do it, and everything in between. Versus when you go behind bars, a lot of them, they say you got 23-hour lockdown. You only be released for 1 hour to roam around. Now, who the hell want to live like that? I had no idea. I don't. But you got some characters, they love going back and forth to jail. So I just say rock on with your bad self. Go ahead. Rock on. I'll holler at you. I'll see you when I see you. All right? And I'm tired of people saying that jail is the only thing that a lot of people know. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know who programmed us to think like that. Well, I ain't going to say us. I don't know who programmed y'all to think like that. That's all y'all know. That's not all you know. You can do better if you choose to do, if you want to choose to do better. That's all. Do better. Don't go back. Do something productive, or like the old folks used to say back in the day, when they used to talk down on you, not really just to make you feel bad, but they used to talk down on you because they trying to show you tough love to make you do something positive. And they call it pretty much reverse psychology, so you can do stuff to make a liar out of them. And then what they tell you, I knew you had it in you all along. I just had to put fire to your ass. By me talking to you the way I did, and by me cutting you off the way that I did, look what you did. You went and got better. We did what we needed to do to see you do better. Now you're doing better now. Because we knew all the time you had it in you. All right? You had it in you. You just chose not to do it. Okay? As long as you got people who just constantly just doing stuff for you, pacifying you, and all that stuff, you're not going to do better. And ladies, y'all need to stop that pacifying your children, because that's where y'all fucking up at. A lot of you pacifying your children. All right? And then you wonder why they so disrespectful. You wonder why they don't mind you. You wonder why they talk back to you. You wonder why they cussing you out. Because you pacifying them. You allowing it to happen in your house. And I still don't understand how anybody let their children call them by their name. That's something I still don't understand. But I guess it's not for me to understand. But you hear some children, don't say mom and dad. The mama name is Lisa. Lisa. Damn. You don't say mom? Dad made me name Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Damn, you don't call him dad? And they would answer to the child. Bobby, what up? My grandma always told me, I wish you would call me by my first name. Let me hear you say Rose. I'm gonna pop you in the mouth. But again, y'all pacifying them. Y'all pacifying them and allowing them to do this. Y'all pacifying them. So like Miss Smith said, you know, when she said she supports Persia about what she did about dropping her baby in that tube. Me personally, Persia don't deserve no support. Me personally. But I get what Miss Smith was saying. She said she come from the same background that girl did. She was beaten everything in between. So she know what it's like. That's why she said she give her support. But at the same time, I admire Miss Smith because she called what she needed to call out. She said, I'm going to hold her accountable for killing that child. But in that, though, she got my support because I've been there. Hey, Chris, you don't know what it's like if you haven't had it done. She's right. I've never been physically abused by a woman. I haven't. Verbally, yeah. Mentally, more likely, yeah. Physically, never had it happen. So I don't know what it's like. I don't. But she did. She did. So that's why she kept saying, I give Persia my support. And y'all heard me kept telling her, well, you might give your support, but everybody else who care about this baby, they say fuck her. You got to understand that too. And she said she do understand it. They say fuck Persia. Because really, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. Now to connect all that to this story right here, the same name of this man right here, 24 years old, there is no excuse, sir. There was no excuse. That was your child, regardless of what. The child was here. The child did not ask to be here. Okay, you and that young lady, y'all did y'all thing. And I don't know if it was both of y'all decision to have the baby, but y'all did y'all thing. That baby was here. Okay, the baby was here. It is not that child's fault, man, for whatever you felt like you needed to do that to that baby. But you took it out on the baby, though. All right? I don't know this dude's background, but y'all heard it? He violating probation and shit. He violating. Oh, excuse me. Can y'all still hear me? My bad. Can y'all still hear me? Excuse me. What up, Gordon? Hey, not out. What's going on? All right, Gordon. Thank you. You said it best, my friend. You said it best. Can y'all still hear me? I hit this damn microphone. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. All right, cool. Cool. And I see this thing doing that dropping shit again. Did I buff a little bit? Did I buff a little bit? Cause I see it's dropping down some. So that means I probably need to speed it up before it start fucking up. Let me speed it up. All right, let me speed it up. And again, guys, this story is graphic. You can hear that it's graphic. And again, if it's a trigger warning to a lot of you, trust me, I understand. I'm not upset. If you can't listen to it, then, hey, I thank you for trying. I totally understand. All I ask of you, you fuck with me. Just hit the thumbs up for me. All right? All right? The family of the 9-month-old felt like the system failed their place in keeping this child safe. As a matter of fact, from what I'm seeing here, they saying kids, so apparently they feel like they not doing a job in keeping other children safe as well. The baby died on June 26th. What's that, boy? Kinsley died on June 26th of last year after enduring over 3 weeks of abuse alleged at the hands of her own father in Detroit. All while her mother's family fought to get her away from him An autopsy showed the extent of the abuse of the baby's body. Guys, again, just finna get brutal, all right? Fractured skull, broken ribs. She was abused. Puncture with something in her knee. You gotta be a hateful son of a bitch to puncture a 9-month-old in their leg with something, man. What kind of shit is that? To puncture their legs? You gotta be a horrible individual to do that. The family placed significant blame on the state health department's Child Protective Services Agency. And I think in this case, they have their right to, because it sounds like whoever that lady was that came out there, whoever the guy was that came out there, did not do what they supposed to do. In addition, they reached out to CPS several times. The family petitioned the courts to get Kinsley back. They even went to the Michigan Department of Corrections to report Evans for a potential probation violation. Unfortunately, the efforts were unsuccessful. Had you lifted her shirt, you would have saw she had bruises, puncture wounds. Those are the things that DPD missed and CPS would have caught if they actually came out saying Juanita Straughter, Kinsley Hunt. All right. All right, I'm going to send some information as I'm reading this. After the incident initially took place, the supervisor with CPS was placed on administrative leave because of their handling of the case. They reached out to the CPS multiple times, but did not get a response. The news did, on whether or not that supervisor was ever fired. But now we know they're fired. To let y'all hear it, that person has been fired. And the family is planning to file a civil suit. Okay. And the person responsible for the tragic and sad death of this child has been charged. We understand this is a time of significant emotion for those who love this child and that the family desires resolution. Preliminary, the facts and circumstances being reported are inconsistent with the department's records on this incident. However, the department will launch an investigation to this matter to determine what took place. And I'll be looking out for that. As a matter of fact, let's try to find it now. I don't see nothing. Everything was 2 days ago. Everything was 2 days ago. Let's see. Okay, what I'm reading here, all right, guys, I hope y'all ready for this. From what I'm reading right here in the Detroit News, they saying this man shot this baby. Monday, in the news release, Evans was accused of shooting his 9-month-old daughter, Kinsley Evans, last summer, prosecutor said. They saying he shot her. So he allegedly shot the infant in a home. At about 11:16 a.m. on June 26, Worthy said, medics arrived at the home and transported Kinsley to a local hospital where she was pronounced deceased. Okay, I'm reading here saying this man shot this baby. Now, here's the thing. What did he shoot her with? Okay, are we talking about an actual bullet? Are we talking about a BB gun? Because they did say she had a puncture in her knee. So was it a BB gun? Or are we talking about an actual bullet? I'm telling y'all, man, this is brutal. Now, I mean, this shit that I'm telling y'all, now I understand why I was hesitant to do it, because it's fucked up. In other story, I could do it with no problem, but I'm struggling trying to keep doing this one. This is fucked up. So now I'm reading this one. This man's supposed to, they saying he shot this baby. What the fuck, man? Okay. I'm glad y'all covered this story. I'm glad y'all covered this story that I sent you. So I couldn't watch from the start. Just joined late. I would definitely watch the replay from the beginning. I just searched the Michigan inmate locator website. It does not show his current status or current charges. Probably has not been updated yet, but it shows some of his past charges. Oh, shit. All right. So let me move this over. Let me move this over. That's him. He was born in 2000. Tell y'all, man, they young. These folks are young, man. Cutting up. They cutting up. Cutting up. Two years ago, he got hit with carrying a concealed weapon. Uh, 2 years ago, weapons, felony, firearm, stolen property, receiving and concealing motor vehicle. Well, it ain't that bad from what I'm hearing from a lot of people history, and it ain't that bad unless I'm missing a lot of stuff, but it ain't that bad. I mean, it ain't good either. I'm just saying, you know, from other stories I've done, people got a long arm full of shit. But his don't seem that bad. Y'all remember what I said when I did my video about the 11-year-old, how these girls like these bad boys? And y'all remember I said, y'all can like what y'all like. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, that's you. You know what you're attracted to. You know what turns you on. You know what you like. But when you ask for stuff like that, you know, I don't think a lot of you don't take the time to think, okay, he's what I like. He's a bad boy. But I need to take in consideration, if I fuck with him, would I be safe? How he act when I make him mad? How he act when I won't have sex with him? How he act when I won't give him fellatio? How he act if I won't cook for him? You know, just a lot of stuff you probably need to take in consideration, especially if you got children. All right? Vice versa to men. So I don't think a lot of us take in consideration there, which I know a lot of us men don't. We look at a fine face and a fat head, we want to fuck. We instantly want to fuck. Okay? I don't know. I guess it's just a natural thing in us men, you know. But even we don't think that, okay, this woman seems like she's crazy, but I'm going to still lay in bed with her and fuck her. But not thinking about, you know, that when she start going crazy, Have I put myself in jeopardy? Have I put my child in jeopardy? You know, what she would act like if I don't do for her when she want me to do it. How would she act if I don't jump high like she want me to jump high? How would she act? We don't think about that. Okay? So be that as that may, these are the type of people that you like. But you have to be considerate too of the consequences that come behind it, because for every action there's an opposite reaction. And a lot of times when these folks get mad at you, I keep saying it, y'all gonna listen to me one day. Y'all gonna listen to me one day. These folks gonna go after your kids because they can't get to you, or they know that will hurt you when they go after your kids. They're gonna go after something that's more valuable to you. 9 times 10 it's your children. Okay? So be that as they may, you like the bad boys. Hey, I get it. I understand it. Y'all don't like square ass niggas? Alright, cool. We can rock with that. But look at both sides of the coin, ladies. Look at both sides of the coin. Right, Drew K. I hope so too. Also too. RJ, what's going on? Appreciate you coming. Appreciate you. Y'all hit that thumbs up. So again, ladies, y'all like what y'all like. Understandable. I'm not here to tell you to do anything different. But the key word is bad. The key word is bad. And ladies, it may not be a bad idea. If you like bad boys, check the background. At least check the background. Okay? If you check the background and it don't seem that bad to you, and you still feel like you're going to be safe with him, then by all means, do what you do. Do what you do. Amen? Do what you do. But at least do that. Not only for your safety, but if you got children, do it for your children's safety too. Check the background. Man, we need to start doing it too. We do, but a lot of us won't. A lot of us won't, but we need to do it too. We do. We need to do it too. Because these motherfuckers, these women out here crazy too. Crazy than a motherfucker. We need to check backgrounds too. All right? All right? And when we start doing that, we probably gonna have less stories like these children getting harmed, and bringing these type of bad boys around your children, or these bad girls around your children. Because again, open your ears and listen. If they can't hurt you, they're gonna hurt them. Then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they hurt your children? I mean, well, that's a rhetorical question. I like to think you finna turn into the Hulk and whoop somebody's ass. I mean, that's a rhetorical question. But I'm talking in the sense that you didn't do your due diligence and did your background search. Now this food to hurt your children. Now what? Now what? Okay? And I don't want to jinx nobody. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all, please, do your backgrounds. Men, we need to do it too. All right? If only I could tell you how many times I got this, because I don't, like I said in my last video, I don't party, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that shit. And I get this hard for that. I'm a square ass nigga that they say, you know? And a lot of females that don't turn them on. I get it. But I bet you one thing though. I'm not locked up. I ain't locked up. I ain't never been locked up. You did? I ain't never been locked up. So square as I may be, I take that name. But you can't look at my record and find shit. And I literally mean shit. You can't find nothing. Not even putting a baby hair out of a baby head. You can't find nothing. So I'll be that square ass nigga. I will. Drew K say I outgrew the bad boys a long time ago. Not worth it. Well, amen. Bless your heart, baby. Bless your heart. Thank you, RJ. Better your chance of being safe. I think I'd be so nice sometime, man. Folks be thinking I got a target on my back, you know, saying I'm an easy target or something. Had somebody gonna tell me one time, and they played it smooth. I like the way they did it. They played it smooth. They was like, My ex, he ain't never take me out. He ain't never did this. He ain't never did that. Blase, blase. And I said, how long y'all was together? They had been together for quite some time. You mean to tell me this man ain't never did nothing for you? How the way she putting the man ain't never did nothing for or whatnot. You know, guys, you got to be careful when you hear that shit too, because 9 times 10, that's a lie too. There's no way you're going to be with somebody for a long time and they don't do nothing for you. I mean, come on now. They going to do something for you. May not be as much as they would like, but that man has done something for you now. And it may be one point in time he just stopped. Okay? Now I do believe in it. I says to the woman, I said, damn, man, hell no, we got to get you out the house. First thing she said to me, I bullshit you not. I need my hair done, my nails done, my toe done. I said, what the fuck did I just walk into? I said, what the fuck? Did I give you the personification that I'm easy to target that? That what you meant? That's what you thought I meant by getting you out the house? I said get you out the house. I ain't say pamper you. I said get you out the house. All right, maybe we get cool down the road. You know what I'm saying? We make a talk about that though. But goddamn, soon as I said somebody get you out of the house, you holler about your nails, your hair done, and all that. Well, damn. I mean, I appreciate the fact you being up front, but why did you do that to me? I guaranteed you when you met him, you didn't do that to him. So why you do it to me? And guess what? She gets mad at me. Fuck you get mad at me for? You did that. What you get mad at me for? I never said I was going to do all that. I don't even know you long enough to do that. So what you get mad at me for? Like I did something wrong. Or maybe I did. Did I do something wrong? Damn. Wow. That's crazy. That's real crazy. I said, damn. I'm letting the Kravitz for my wife, Malcolm X for my people, and the Black Panther when protecting my children. I like that, bro. I like that. But yeah, man, I just like, that was just so wild right there, man. You know, so I guess a lot of women look at square niggas' ass, you know, and say, okay, then that means you're going to jump when I say jump. And when I ask you to jump, you're going to say how high. You know, I mean, if that's what you're looking for, then, you know, hey, that's what appease you. You need to find somebody who's going to do that. But you're going to be mad fucking with somebody like me. I jump high when I'm ready to jump high. Not because nobody told me to jump high. I jump high when I'm ready to jump high. Okay? And just because I'm cool and nice, whatnot, does not mean I got an easy target on my back for you to just try to use me and shit like that. Fuck that. You know? That ain't finna happen. Fuck that. Okay? Fuck that. Get mad all you want to. Okay? You get mad all you want to. Alright? What they call it? Take your kindness for weakness. Take your kindness for weakness. And I also want to say this too. I heard a lot of people say that you kill people with kindness. I really don't agree with that statement. Why should I kill somebody with kindness if they come to doing shit to me? Why would I kill anybody with kindness if they keep doing shit to me? Or maybe I got the wrong message when people say that. Maybe I got the wrong message. But I don't think nobody should be kind to anybody who keep doing shit to them. Fucked up shit to them. But that's just me. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna play this video one more time for y'all. And until then, you know, we will join again with updates to this story and some more stories. I thank y'all for listening. If y'all haven't, please hit that thumbs up. And yeah, let's get into it.
This family says that they were let down by multiple agencies as 9-month. This family says that they were let down by multiple agencies as 9-month-old Kinsley was abused for weeks. Her mom and family says that they were fighting for her life.
Fractured skull, broken ribs. Yeah, She was abused.
An autopsy showed 9-month-old Kinsley Evans was abused over and over again over 3 weeks last summer.
Trauma to the head, and she got punctured with something in her knee.
Abused until she died, allegedly at the hands of 24-year-old Charles Evans, her biological dad, now charged with murder this week.
Who do you guys place most blame on for this?
CPS, they never even came out.
When we met this family last June, Kinsley was only supposed to be on visitation with her dad for a couple hours. It turned into weeks. During that time, they say they did everything to get her back, calling on Detroit police, who did a welfare check and said the baby was fine, and Children's Protective Services.
Had you lifted her shirt, you would have saw she had bruises, a puncture wound. Those are things that DPD missed and CPS would have caught if they actually came out.
Shortly after our initial story aired, a supervisor with CPS was put on leave because of their handling of this case. We reached out to CPS multiple times but did not get a response on whether or not that supervisor was ever fired. The family petitioned the courts to get her back, even went to the Department of Corrections to have Evans looked at for probation violations. But it didn't happen. Then Kinsley was murdered.
Is there something that plays over in your head?
Yeah, I think I should have showed up with a village kicking that door in.
Little Kinsley only got 9 months, and in her final days, filled with unthinkable abuse.
Take matters in your own hands, because if you're waiting on the justice system, they cannot do anything in these matters.
Detroit police responded to us, expressing their condolences to the family, and said the following: preliminarily, the facts and circumstances being reported are inconsistent with the department's records on this incident. However, the department will launch an investigation into this matter to determine what took place. Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and I want y'all to put the pin mark in there, what they said at the end. You know, stuff is being inconsistent about what happened. So, meaning they must be getting different stories about what happened. But, of course, eventually the truth will come out on what happened to this child. Now, somebody say they don't know why people give me a hard time. I really don't know either. You know, look, I'm human just like anybody else. I make mistakes just like anybody else, okay? I can apologize. I still get blocked from calling people shit like that and all type of shit, you know. But, you know, I guess it's just a way of life, you know. You could do stuff. You could try to man up or woman up and apologize. You still get the shit end of the stick, you know, versus others. They would let them just run all over them, you know. But I guess because I'm a square, you know, I supposed to get treated different. I don't know, you know. But, hey, it's all good. You know, I'm 44 years old. Still got a lot to live for. You know what I'm saying? It's going to keep, I mean, they're just life. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But it ain't just me. A lot of y'all have been through that. I'd have been through that. A lot of y'all probably been through that. You know, hey, it's just the way shit goes. You know, it ain't nothing we can do about it. It's just the way shit goes, you know. But anyway, guys, y'all heard this. I done broke down what I think about everything. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section when you listen to this later. And don't be surprised y'all see me pop up with an interview with one of them ladies that we saw. All right? Especially the grandmother. You know, I would love to talk to the grandmother and, you know, hear some more stuff that goes on, because y'all know the news clips ain't gonna play everything. When we talk to these people, we get more in-depth information of what took place, okay? So y'all see me pop up with an interview, hey, don't be surprised, okay? Anyway, guys, if ain't nobody told y'all today that they love you, let me be the first one to tell you I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. And I might come back later. We're going to finish up this story about that 11-year-old that got stabbed by the mom's ex-boyfriend, you know. But until then, man, y'all take care of yourself and each other. And I am out.